Yesterday the first trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home hit the internet and left some fans in confusion. If Peter Parker and Nick Fury die in Avengers Infinity War, surely this film is a prequel to that movie and its sequel, Avengers Endgame? Nevertheless, Marvel boss Kevin Feige confirmed almost a year ago that Spider-Man Far From Home is a sequel to Endgame. Speaking with IGN, he said, "What is it like to try to go back to a normal life after what happens in this movie, Infinity War? Not to mention what happens in the next Avengers movie." He added, "It's fun to see that, because he can represent, the world as a whole, as they try to move forward. And you can do it in a way that is tonally unique, and tonally different than, certainly, the two Avengers films that people are about to see." This was also let slip in 2017 by Sony producer Amy Pascal, who confirmed Spider-Man Far From Home starts minutes after Avengers Endgame. She said, "What I think we should focus on is this Spider-Man who started in Civil War and then has this movie, and then will be in the Avengers movie." She added, "And we are starting now. The next one, which will start a few minutes after Avengers 4, acts as a story." With all this in mind, it's a spoiler in plain sight that Spider-Man is somehow resurrected in Avengers Endgame. Of course, how and at what cost is a mystery that fans will have to wait for. Nevertheless, directors the Russo brothers have committed to high stakes and the return of dead characters at an incredibly high cost. Speaking with Variety last year, Anthony Russo said, "I will say this, there is a real commitment on our end to the stakes. Yes, this is a fantasy world, and yes, remarkable things can happen in a fantasy world, but," Joe finished for him, "they come at an incredibly high cost." Avengers Endgame is released in UK cinemas on April 26 and Spider-Man Far From Home will follow on July 5.